Boo! Excuse me for the jump scare, but hello there, I'm Louis, aka Duncan Gaming. You may remember I did a part 1 video to the ranking the faces of Thomas merchandise. That video was really long. In part 2, I was originally intending to do the Scottish twins, Diesel, Boko, the narrow gauge engines and a whole bunch of other characters, but since part 1 was already really long, I decided to only do the main 6 narrow gauge engines for this video and keep it shorter. So without further ado, let's get into the video. First of all, I want to sincerely apologise for the really dull lights. I've got to use my phone flashlight for the time being, but as we will be looking at the main 6 narrow gauge engines, let's look at Skarloey first, the Erdl diecast. Same rules apply here. I will only be covering the merchandise that I own, so what's a Skarloey that I don't own? Like the Bandai Tech Skarloey will not be featured. But yeah, I know the lighting isn't as good as the last video because I'm recording this at night time and the lights, you know, not very good, but I think this is a pretty nice Skarloey face. As you can see, it's a very Season 4 smiling face, which is around the time it was made. This is a 2001 Skarloey, but the original was made in 96, I think. It's like a Season 4 smiling face that we all know. Even though it kind of looks a bit like the large-scale one from Season 6, it's still, you can tell it's Skarloey. Really nice. A bit small, though, but yeah. Alright, let's look at the Capsule Playrail Skarloey. This is his laughing face from Season 4, and it's really, I love this face. It's accurate. It looks like Skarloey. It's not about the face, but the funnel's also really nice. But really nice laughing face. You can tell it's a Season 4 laughing face. Amazing. Next, we have my most recent Skarloey, the Tomy one. It's also the Season 4 laughing face, but it just doesn't look as good. I think it's the eyebrows shaped and the eyes. It's just a bit cross-eyed, and I think I just prefer them looking to his left on the Capsule Playrail, but it's the eyes and the mouth. I think, is the mouth? Yeah, it seems less wide. I'm not a big fan of this face, to be honest. The Take-Along Skarloey. Again, Season 4 laughing face, I think. All these are giving Season 4 vibes. I think the eyebrow shape's good. I'm not sure how to feel about the mouth, but the eyes look pretty nice. Pretty accurate, if you ask me. And then finally, we'll get to the worst one. The Take and Play version. I think this is a CGI styled face. I think this came out in 2011, before Blue Mountain Mystery. Oh wait, 2010. This would have been before Blue Mountain, before it was in production. That's strange. Maybe this isn't a CGI face, but it kind of does look like it. But it looks really ugly. This is, even though it's, if you want to use a Skarloey for your Blue Mountain Mystery, this is probably the most, well, it's taken a metal Skarloey. This is probably your most best bet, but still does not look good. Time to rank them from worst to best now. The same rules apply from the last video. Left of the screen is the best, right of the screen is the worst. This is the best, this is the worst. Look at how cute and happy he is. Such a good guy. What did you do? Can I just say, I am such an idiot because I forgot the Wooden Railway Skarloey, but I do not like, maybe it's because the eyes aren't painted, but I really do not like the face on this. Again, it's the laughing face, but probably just the unpainted eyes kind of ruins it. This is going to be second last. Above the Take and Play Skarloey, but worse than the others. I'm so sorry I forgot about him. I shouldn't be so foolish, should I? But let's get on to Rheneas for real now. So the first piece of Rheneas merchandise we will look at is technically a custom, but the face is from a different piece of merchandise to all the others. It's the Nakayoshi Rheneas, which I used the face off of this for my custom orange Take and Play Rheneas, and that is faceless right now, but we can still look at its face. It's the laughing face that got unused from Season 4, and it's really nice. I love how it looks, even though the mouth isn't painted in. Eyebrows are shaped nicely, the eyes maybe a bit too small for my liking, but still really nice. Next, we'll move on to my favourite piece of Rheneas merchandise, the Bandai Techs. My face is a bit yellow, but we can overlook that. The eyes are nice and big, the eyebrows are much better shaped. I mean, I think they used the exact same mould, yeah. This one's got more depth, and the eyes are so much better painted. S-tier Rheneas face, love this. I don't know how to feel about the Erdl Rheneas face. Even though it's based on the small scale one, the face and the body itself just give me Season 5 vibes. for some reason, that scene in Rusty and the Boulder, even though that was the large-scale Rheneas and this is a small-scale Rheneas face. Something about this Rheneas gives me Season 5 vibes. I'm not sure why, but it's the eyes that kind of ruin it for this face. If they were positioned better and a bit bigger, then I would like it. But this is the smiling face from Season 4, and it's fairly accurate. Oh boy. We all know this is going to be the worst one. This is not Rheneas. This is Sir Handel. I should stop talking about it. Okay. You know what? I'm going to save you for the Sir Handel section. I'll include you in both. I will include you in both, though. But this is based on this Take and Play Rheneas is based on the Season 11 laughing face. Not Season 11, sorry, Season 9. And that was when it was first used. But I don't know how I feel about it. It looks a bit goofy. It looks a bit like Charlie from the CGI series, in my opinion. I think this actually looks more like Charlie than the actual face for the Take and Play Charlie, but I don't like it much. His nose also looks a bit too fat for me. Alright, time to rank them. And then you. So yeah, my boy. This is my boy. I love this Rheneas so much. He is absolutely untouchable, I tell you. Now we'll move on to Sir Handel. Let's start off with the Ertl diecast Sir Handel. I love this face. Very much a Season 4 Sir Handel face. We all love Season 4 Sir Handel. Even though the eyebrow is a bit wearing away. His mouth is no shape, absolutely spot on while being a bit small. But I kind of do understand it with Sir Handel because there's blue things in the way. But a very nice Sir Handel face, which is just as good as the Take and Play Sir Handel. The Take Along and Take and Play Sir Handel basically have the exact same face, so I'm not going to count both. I think the only difference is that the eyebrows on the Take and Play one are closer together, but I really love this face. It's perfect. Season 4 smiling Sir Handel. Even though this toy was made in 2006, when the old Sir Handel came into the show, I still appreciate that they gave him the Season 4 younger face. And I remember that unboxing video I did of this guy back in 2023. He is still filthy from that, but I like it. It gives him weathering, you know? Even though the wheels and this is dirty, it makes him weathered, and I like it. And I'm gonna keep him that. He's been like that for over 2 years and probably many years to come. Let's probably just talk about him since it's not actually Sir Handel, but it's meant to be the same face, but looks nothing like it. This is Sir Handel. This isn't. This is Sir Handel. This isn't. How'd you mess up Sir Handel's smiling face? Why didn't you just use this tooling for... Whatever. This is not Sir Handel. This is not even Rheneas or Sir Handel. It's so... Alright. So I did try to paint in this a few years ago, but nah. I did regret the decision and try to erase it, but I'm not really a big fan of the Bandai Tex Sir Handel, so I don't really care. I'm just so glad I didn't even dare try that with Rheneas, but hey. Ignoring the paint I did, I think this is an amazing Sir Handel face. Laughing one from Season 4, it looks exactly like it. If you just, ignore the things I've done to it. But yeah, spot on the eyebrows, the way the eyes are, perfect. And then another Season 4 laughing face, but this just doesn't hit it. It looks a bit too devious for Sir Handel, which I know he's not a nice character, but he's not meant to be like, the eyes are weird, the eyebrow shape. Even this quote-unquote Sir Handel face got the eyebrow shape spot on. This couldn't even get this right. Sir Handel's got a very distinct eyebrow shape, and the eyes just look too far apart, in my opinion. Alright, time to rank them. This is the last one. But yeah, Sir Handel, my boy, I love this face. Alright, let's move on to Peter Sam. The silly, foolish engine now. Let's start off with the Peter Sam. So, as we can see, he is a very happy boy. It's the Season 4 smiling face, which I'm not sure what's going on with those eyes, but I think the mouth looks really nice and the eyebrows are good, but I just wish both eyes were looking the same direction. One's looking up, one's looking right, but it still looks decent. The wooden railway Peter Sam is, that is not that good. He looks a bit strange. The eyebrow shape is not good. The mouth shape looks weird. This is giving that one Season 5 Peter Sam face without the teeth from Duncan Gets Spooked, the neutral or happy one. That's what it's reminding me of, even though this was first made in the 90s before Season 5, I think. But yeah, I don't know how I feel about this Peter Sam face. Thankfully, we're going to be moving on to a much better Peter Sam face. Despite the fact that he's yellow. Okay, maybe he's actually not as good as I thought. The mouth looks a bit small. The eyebrows are good, but the eyes are... It's Season 4, but... I wouldn't say it's better. I thought this was going to be good, but I think I prefer the Erdl. This face is not doing it for me. This is meant to be the laughing face, right? The large scale one without the teeth. That looks ugly. If this had teeth, this would look a lot better, I'll tell you that. But it doesn't. And he looks like a baby, but at least it still looks like Peter Sam. I'll give it that. And finally, the CGI styled face, which is good, but the eyes feel a bit too small for me, and the mouth not being painted in is a bit weird. And he still looks happy. Honestly, Peter Sam got it really bad in terms of faces. Even though I do not like the unpainted teeth, I'm gonna have to give the win to the Take Along Peter Sam, because it looks the most like him, and the wooden railway is at the bottom. I'm sorry, Peter Sam, they kinda did you dirty with the faces. Right, next up we've got the Diesel himself, Trusty Rusty! Let's start off with one of the worst ones. It's not bad, and it's like CGI accurate Rusty, but I don't see Rusty when, I've never really been a big fan of CGI's Rusty face. Not the size, I don't mind large face Rusty, it's just how the face looks. I've never really been a big fan of CGI Rusty face. We're going to be moving on to a much better Rusty face though. Despite the fact this came out in 2002 when large scale Rusty was full in swing, this is definitely the small scale smiling face, which I appreciate. And he's actually a small size as well. Really accurate to Rusty's face as well, from season 4 and 5, because he actually appeared quite a lot in season 5. Small scale. This is meant to be the grinning happy face from season 4, but the unpainted teeth, it does look good. If it had the painted teeth, it would look a lot better though, but not the worst in the world. This is amazing. This Rusty face is actually amazing. Spot on accurate to the grinning happy face from season 4. Spot on. Nothing else needs to be said. This face is confusing. It's the laughing face from the small scale Rusty, but the size of the large scale Rusty. I'm kind of sad, even though a lot of people don't like the face, I'm kind of sad Rusty never got the triangular laughing face from season 5 at any of his merch, because I really like that face, but the laughing one from season 4, and it's really accurate, even though the eyebrows are kind of shaped like he's a bit angry, but Still really nice Rusty face. 5th place. Nothing can defeat Trusty Rusty, aha! Trusty Rusty, aha! And the last engine we will be looking at today is Duncan! So, the laughing face from season 4, not a very popular face for Duncan, you barely see it. You much more see his grinning face, but it's really accurate, even without the painted teeth. It's so accurate. This is a great Duncan face. Again, this is meant to be the laughing face from season 4, Capsule Player Rail, but it just doesn't hit the same as the Bandai text. Maybe it's the eyebrows looking a bit angry, but it doesn't look as accurate. Wooden Railway Duncan. This is the smiling face from season 4, and this is a great Duncan face. Love this Duncan face, man. It's really accurate to Duncan in season 4, Season 4 small scale Duncan, you can't go wrong with that. This Duncan, it confuses me a bit. I'm not sure what Duncan face this is meant to be. It could be the season 4 or the season 6 version. To me, it looks like the season 6 grinning face, which you can't really see clearly, but if you go on the season 6 face sheets and you look at them, I think it's face number 1. This is what I think the face is meant to be representing. It's mainly the really curved mouth shape, even though the eyebrows are the wrong shape. I think this is an amazing Duncan face. It looks a lot like Duncan. I think it fits the bill for both small scale and large scale. It looks a lot like both, which is quite hard to get, but that toy nailed it off. Now this face is also really confusing. This is very clearly a large-scale Duncan face. You can tell by how thin the eyebrows are and the way the mouth is shaped. But what face is this meant to be? Because this looks like a normal neutral face. Duncan never got a neutral face in Season 5 or any other seasons, like the other narrowgauge engines did. Skarloey got one, Rheneas got one, I think it was first used in Season 6. Rusty got one, and Peter Sam got one. But Duncan didn't get one. Now that I look at it, it could be the smiling face like this one, without the painted teeth, but the mouth looks a bit too small. He just looks dead inside, but it still looks like Duncan. I think it's the nose shape. It's very hard to mess up Duncan's nose shape. And last, but certainly not least, we have an amazing Duncan face. I love the Ertl Duncan face so much. He's such a cheeky boy. It's Season 4 perfection right now, the smiling face. It's so accurate. His eyebrows may be a bit too thick, but I do not care. I love this Duncan face. This might actually be my favourite. I think all of these Duncan faces are actually quite good. They got them really well in the merchandise. And then Capsule Player Rail at last place. Ertl Duncan is the winner for this. Oh, definitive faces for the narrowgauge engines. It's funny how all these are metal die casts, except for Skarloey, poor fella. But if the take-along Skarloey had this face, then we have a really nice lineup of die-cast narrowgauge engines with great faces. Except for Peter Sam, of course, but he's the best of a mediocre bunch. I hope you enjoyed this smaller video. Again, I was going to do the Scottish twins and other characters, but I didn't want this video to be too long, and I wanted to get this out quickly, but it's late at night, and I'm tired, and I just want to get the narrowgauge engines on over with. Part 3 will have the Scottish engines, Devious Diesel, and a few other characters, so look forward to that in the future. I will see you in the next one.